Hello everybody, welcome back to a new episode of Railway Empire 2, looking at the München-Nuremberg area, the part which I have the intention of to increase, add to my network. Well, in a way I already did, plus reworking everything from this line, like the stop Erhardstop München, to the east, because that's all done by AI and all looking like crap. So that's basically what's going to be done this episode. Then let's check out, well, the task list is useless. I mean, I'm not going to do that. The company is currently showing us we own 100% of shares, but we don't have anything in return. So this guy is having a loss. Also means that at some point I may actually take this one out as well. Then we have her, currently 1.9 stock value. I own 1%. That's it. But she is the biggest competitor we have. And before I completely destroy her, I want to go around past France, into Italy, through France, into Spain and Portugal, so she get isolated, and even maybe going into London at some point, but to isolate her. At that point, she's basically gone. Besides, look at my share price, 4.286 million. Company value 441 million compared to her 205 and compared to his 66 million. So yeah, I've already shattered my competition. That's one thing. Then we have, of course, our research. And the next research will take 3 months to get the cow catcher. There's a dual value you get when replacing old locomotive increases by 5%, which means every locomotive giving me 100 money will give me 105 money. So that's the first thing I'm doing, because I will replace multiple locomotives in the upcoming time, given I have to redo a lot of railroad lines and whatever. The Rhine will become my new transport train at some point, but that can wait. And maintenance post cost running lower can wait too. Besides, I only unlock it either through the Rhine and workshop teams Le Continent, then rehabilitation. So either this route or Rhine trolley. Yeah. Bidding tactics. I already get 10% reduction. That's going to be 15. Nice. Workshop teams. Maintenance times reduced by 5%. Nice. So basically this is 200, 500 points. This is 600 points, but I want that one first. So actually this is the cheapest option. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then maybe that one before we go to Le Continent. I mean, I have up to 1852, so this one is officially released in an era. That's the new era. And I'm able to research it in the era before, so there's no need to worry about it. I do need it for counter pressure brakes. also reducing maintenance. So we have a reduction of, no, an increased refunding. We have lower maintenance. We get a new locomotive and we get another lower maintenance. All within 10 years. And the last one, reducing price of new locomotives by 5%. I already have that. So with this we get 5% more. With this we pay 50% less. Quite nice. We already had one with the sander, giving sand and other stuff cheaper. We already have well-being employees already cut down once, and track construction going down 5%. So there are quite some developments coming up for the next 9 years. And in total we have, let's see, 1, 2, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 16, 18, 21, 22, 2,400 points. Got 30 a month. 80 months. 6 years. So in 1848 I have done everything completed of this era. First 3 month going, well actually 4 month going, October 41. So that's November, December, January, February 42. We've got the cow catcher. Of course, the Rhine and Le Continent will be coming up at some point. I like this out, the way this one looks. That one is too yellow in my opinion. The blue coming up more would be much more fun. Just like this is okayish, but in general the way the Rhine is looking, yeah, quite nice. And I don't have to look here anymore, because everything is set at 200%. This is still bugging me. The better I want, the shorter it takes to find it. It should be the other way around. So let's unlock. The next thing we're going to do, because we have engine done right now. Restaurant and post office. That's a cargo station. First thing I'm going to do is setting up cargo station. Thing is, München is at the bottom. Which means the one in Ulm also needs to be at the bottom. need to start supplying with goodies. What the heck? Like that. And we can do that while trains are still running on the tracks. Forgot to add a grid iron on this one. Some weird behavior over there. And some weird lag going on here. Or at least the game is somewhat slow in responding. Okay. That part is done. Next part is to connect everything to the other stations. Oh, wait. Why does it stop all the time? I really love this setup. For a very simple reason, because it makes things so much easier for my trains to avoid deadlocks. Yes, it is expensive, but in the end it pays off. And I think that's personal opinion that, well, this is expensive in first costs. Eventually it will be a lot cheaper because of avoiding the deadlocks. Let's see, München is also doing beer. Worms, Beck, Töpfer, Hartmüller, Dallmayr is, yeah, even Frankfurt is possible. Nein, Töpfer. No, not Töpfer. Toast. Vracht. Frankfurt. Töpfer. Hartmüller. Ja. Anything else? I don't think so. I don't think so. Grain to turn into beer. The beer is sent to Frankfurt, where it becomes exchanged for cloth and planks. Back to Ulm, then the wood. Yep, I do need more. I don't have it nearby. What I do need is corn. That's too far away. So I need to think about that. Anything else is
A
broken.
breakdown? Could it be that you don't have your technology under control?
Well, it's more likely that it's just too old for technology. Edit. Make it free for the time being. So that's one. Then we have the apples, the meat. I should get something to strengthen. How to do that? This is the cargo track, the one on top. I can blend it in here. I need to go under those two. Or maybe move into Tyrol later and get him. Apples, let's check all. Meat, sugar. I don't need apples and vegetables yet. But here we've got corn. You also need to work something out. Diana. Nah. Working over here. So that problem is solved too. Now we still need to do the rest. We can 117 days. Okay. I need meat over here. That's from worms. So what if I take him to worms, to Dalmaier, then drop off beer in worms. back to him. That's indeed an idea. The booze, refrigerator, badewiet. Ons. Un. Toe. Dalmaier. Works. Should do something else on the naming. Novak. Boom. So I got the veggies, I got the apples. But there's no way to get that's why. I was wondering why I was able to do this without getting that message about making a mistake. Well, I know why. So that part is done. Next part, getting my trains from München to Nuremberg. Currently only got the cargo trains running. This is the cargo. I want passenger trains first. Restaurants. Post office. Capital. Tracks. Might as well do the cargo tracks first. Like this one. Something is really lagging up my computer today. I don't know what it is. But it's quite noticeable. Now what? Okay, that doesn't want what I want. Another disadvantage of the AI. They don't know how to do efficient track constructions. And in my attempt to keep everything as much as possible as it is, or as it was, I'm also shooting myself in the foot. Well, we're getting there. I want that part to Nuremberg done this episode. Better said, I want that part, the whole route being done in this episode. I'll get there. And I'll get it done too. The question is, will it go? Yes, it does. Even while building, I'm still getting a very high income. Now why this fourth track? Because it will make things a lot easier for me. For the trains to split between routes. General, this isn't needed anymore what I'm doing right now. However, since I intend to go to Salzburg, it may be useful considering I want München to become a hub. So even while it doesn't seem logical, it still is. Trains coming in from Ulm or Nuremberg are actually able to switch on the centers, while the trains heading to and from Salzburg are able to use the outer tracks. That's the idea anyway. Also explains why I can't be using the 2x4, because that way I will basically keep the merging impossible over there. done. I had passengers going first. $136. Ooh. Hey, I thought I'd done that. So that's München. Nuremberg also means I've got a way to get cloth done. The next one will be connecting to a sheep farm and then Weimar. And Weimar is going to be fun because I have a very narrow area. Very narrow area to go through. From Weimar I want to go to Olsen, but that means I have to go up and down, including a tunnel. So that's going to be the most expensive part of the track. It will also be the most interesting part of the track to follow. Not sure if I am able to do that today. As I have other things to do at some point, but we'll see how things are going. Station Nuremberg, the low side of the mountains. So, like that. And we have a train running here, so I will have to check the ones we saw running into that area. way, some things are easier in this game compared to Transport Fever. And in a way, Transport Fever is easier compared to this game. Yeah, I know. Contradiction. I like those. Nuremberg Voigt. What we see running here are cargo trains, so we'll have to have a look at those in a bit. One of them is transporting grain for sure, so Weimar. Let's start by just putting the tracks down and adjust them later like this. This will be it. Like I said, this is going to be the interesting parts of the whole tracks. Now let's see, do I have to? Yes. No. Two and one. Over there to over here. Great. Works in one go. I like that. Once again, it stopped. The Iron Duke and Le Continent will have a lot of problems with this part of the trip. But I don't think I have to worry about not having the funds to by the trains. Not anymore. Let's do the cargo tracks as well. I mean, I'm working at it anyway right now. And I have to drop a resupply station at some point, so.
A formidable example of how not to do it. Yeah.
And another breakdown. Yeah, well, that whole part will be redone anyway, so. This exactly shows why that train was, well, no, not the train, why that company was making that many losses. There are basically no resupply stations or anything available. No maintenance stations, that's the worst part. Nearly each and every one of the stations. So you only get breakdown after breakdown after breakdown. We will see in the quarterly overview that as soon as I have replaced, built maintenance stations on cargo stations where all those trains stop, the delays and anything will go down fast. Because the last time I had 200 plus. I can find it back in, we can look at it in the company overview. But I had 200 plus. We're going to reduce that big time. As soon as I've done this. So, I think I said it last episode, that I will be doing several episodes of reorganizing stuff. Passenger is on the right. Out. Vracht. Breakdown, maintenance, breakdown, maintenance. No freight, no freight. So, Weimar. Let's call it Central. This time, or Central. Restaurants. Post office. Cargo. Maintenance. And now I need to think, because I need to go this way to Olsen. And that's the passenger. And that's cargo. So passenger won't be a problem. Because I can do this and then go around to him, and the track will be auto connected. But as you can see, it's too long. So we have to go all around. I'd like to keep a little bit of the tunnel available. So let's see if I do it like this. It will be nice. Now the other one. Done. It's I was afraid of that. Great. Do the same thing for this part, I think. Nice part is because of that, Weimar is also getting its supply for cattle. Supply tower, up here. Weimar is getting the supply of cattle, which I can use to supply Nuremberg and München for sure. With the cattle needed, with the meat needed, sorry, not the cattle. And we've got corn up here, so that's a good one too. But the fun part will be that I have to connect this station to him. That means I have to make a double tunnel. Or spot is okay. Problem is over here. I was afraid of this. Why is it making a bridge here? Let's start fiddling with this part first. Hey, the button. That construction. I have a better idea. A much better idea. see how this works out. Gotta be kidding me. Really, game? Are you trolling me? Game is trolling me. Want to get rid of this 11% we have over here. Seems I can't. It's the cargo track that's doing this. That's the best part of all of it. See if I'm able to lower this a bit. The heck? Okay, looks like that's the best I can do. And yes, it is trolling me. For Pete's sake. solved the problem, which is quite nice. Although I don't have the route I had in mind for my passenger train, because this one would have been much more interesting for passengers as it is for cargo. Guess you can't have all. I made the same mistake with this station. Let's finish this. That maybe become a problem too. Okay, so now I do need passes. We've got our next route done. Now the thing is, I need trains on this route, because I need to make some adjustments now. Worms, Maartmeulen, München, München, Erhard, Nürnberg, Weimar, Olsen, Frankfurt. München, Erhard. Let me think. This is one. So on 8. Then Nuremberg. Two, 4. Two. Then Weimar. Also on 2. Olsen. Well, there isn't much choice. It only has 2 tracks you can use. Also on. Six? No. 8? No. So 2. That's the male. Okay. That means this one. Six. Nuremberg. Second. Weimar. 4. Nuremberg also on 4. I think that's a better idea. Then Olsen. There's only one option. Firm. Dalmayer? What do you mean, turn around? Oh, because of München. Now it's okay. Hang on. That was the counterclockwise. No, not Worms. Frankfurt. Weimar. Voigt. Nuremberg. München. Dalmayer. Ulm. Worms. Frankfurt. This is actually not really going the way I wanted to, but I'm afraid there's no other option. B of 4. time this happens. Not that many options actually. Um, oh, it's no, it was Bayerisch, something like that. I got half an hour left now. Keyboard is in the right position. No car. Wait. I want him. First we need to go to avoid add maintenance depot. And now let's see what happens with him. Going to do about half an hour trekking or something. That'll improve. Going to cross the track while I'm driving. Okay. Yes, December 18th was Wednesday, which in my country is the day we ate meatballs. Because this guy turned into meat. What the heck? Waiting for the mail train. Oh well, at least I'm going to figure out soon enough how things are working that way. Signaling is okay, but that's auto done, so not too much to worry about with that. There's at least 2 poles between trains, so that's, I think it's 2 trains of distance right now between the signal. This is good. This is the known part, so there isn't much to enjoy, I think. Other than watching how the speed is doing. This station, things will be interesting. I never built this. Let's do that, because that too will once again save me some time on the tracks. Not for this train, however. Yeah, most certainly for the next ones coming along this track. Not to mention, it will make repairing a lot easier. Hey! Okay, in that case, we're going to follow him. Or simply go back to Frankfurt. See what happens this time. It had 2 cars. It's only one. This train, no, that's the passenger train, the mail train going the other way, heading to the northwestern route. At least this train is able to do this part of the tracks a little bit faster as the previous one, for sure. I'm curious how fast it will be with 8 cars, because over time it will run with 8 cars. Guess we'll find out sooner or later. This is one of the strange things. All of a sudden trains halt and then start moving again. It's one of those bugs that the developers haven't been able to remove yet. I don't know if it's a bug. It feels like a bug to me. Anyway. At least it's passing the train without a problem. Although I'm still wondering why that one is waiting, because there's still 2 tracks free over here. Unless it's waiting for me. Which means I should add a waypoint to this route, forcing this train to go over outer tracks. Maybe I will do that, add a waypoint. Let's see, if I'm not mistaken, we turn to the right. Because we need to split off over here. Here we go. Split. With the cargo tracks. Certainly are going to follow that cargo train that has to visit this station. The cattle station, just to see how things are going. This looks nice. The tunnel still looks quite dangerous though, no reinforcements to speak. Only the poles to support a little bit every once in a while. Some masonry. Hey, what's this? The tracks? The tracks? The bunkers. know what happened, but something went terribly wrong with building. The thing is, it was on cargo track, so I wasn't using that one, so that wasn't that much damage. But the big problem would be that my cargo trains would be running straight towards my express trains, and that certainly would cause deadlocks. We don't like deadlocks. So the interesting part is done. And let's check. 5 million income total. Spending that's nasty. That's very nasty to do. To auction. Really? Not in the mood to follow that passenger train for the third time. And the other one is already here. So let's see. Right, and now things are working the way it should. At least on this part. Problem, I spent more time with this as I had planned, so we can't even do the full prototype. These are doing maximum speed, which is quite nice. So we have a train approaching, it looks like it, which means the
Meine
route.
Güte, you should invest a little more in the maintenance of your trains.
That works, although the tracks aren't the way I want them to. This is the mail car, that's the passenger car. The mail car should have been at 2, not at 1. This part is working. The other way is having 2 cars. Oh, that's working as well. We continue with only 1 car with 35 bags located. Let's see how we're getting through this pass. Mountain pass, SAS. Look of things quite well. train ahead of us is blocked. Sure, if it's ahead in terms of moving the same direction or ahead of us but coming our way. I think it's the latter. No, I'm sure it's the latter. Lots of trains coming this way, actually. I don't know if it's a good idea to do this. Maybe I should keep it at 4 instead. There comes a passenger train, so things are indeed improving. I will ride along until we get to München and at that point time off. Because we're over 2 hours now and the part from München to Frankfurt is something we've done in the previous episode anyway. I don't think there's much need to watch that again. I think there's something odd with those trains. Looks like the change I made on the route is actually messing things up for the counterclockwise ones. So I will have to deal with that at some point. Or it's going to deal with it by itself. By increasing distance. bang, stop. I don't get it why that happens. Oh well, never mind. We're off to München, so... This is going to be funny. Okay. Some things I really need to change. This is actually the part where the AI builds, right? So, not maximum speed, lots of curves in it. Going to see lots of turnings here. Yeah, it's all part of the game. With improved research, it will bother me less too. This is one of the effects we have over here. So I think this is a part I built. That's when I need to replace it from point. I mean, it's practically standing still. This feels like... This absolutely feels like when I'm driving home by my bicycle and one of my co-workers is in front of me. I'm passing him that fast, more likely because he's that slow, that he's getting the impression he's actually standing still. So he's falling off. There's another Stephenson rocket. goes to München too, because it protects us slowly. Now it's pretty. Because that's the bridge. Go the other way. I think that's the bridge. This one will take as soon as it leaves München. There it is. München. 21 million. Thanks. One little bit. Was did some changes here. That's a passenger. Old one. Sorry. Not an old one. That was a Stuyvesant rocket. That's a Stuyvesant rocket. I think those were the ones we actually asked earlier. And there's a passenger train. No, it's not a passenger. That's also a cargo, but one of mine. So, this and then sign things off. So, next episode, because we'll have to do some very many changes. Why are you having breakdowns? Devastation, Mart Muller. Okay, let's see. That one has maintenance. Mart Muller. That one doesn't have maintenance. That one has maintenance. This makes sense because it's completely going wrong. Thuis, Zugvert, Maarten, Richard. Okay, this will probably be solved by itself. Next episode I will start working at the supply for München, Nuremberg and Weimar. And when that's done, not going to ride along this time. Well, maybe the one for Weimar for the meat. And once that's done, start looking at the next part, which is connection from München, Salzburg, Wien, Linz, Budweis, Prague, Pilsen, and even Dresden is possible. So I can actually get München, Nuremberg, Weimar, Dresden, Prague, Pilsen, Budweis, Wien, Linz, Salzburg, München. Something like that. Wien is going to be my next hub for the eastern parts. And while I'm doing all of that, I will also work on all the trains running in breakdowns and whatever, replacing them. Right now, this one is okay. I can turn that one actually in a supply train. Richard München, Erhard München. Yep, this one can become a supply train for München without a problem. Next week, however. For now, not thanks for watching. There's one more thing we need to do. That's we've got 20 left, so I'm going. Yeah. Problem is, this was on auction and we missed it, which is a shame. But we'll see. For now, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next week. Have a good week, everybody. I'll see you then. Goodbye.